People day and welcome to Rauta's Swedish metal time. This time we have not black metal, not death metal, not exactly extreme metal, but something else. This one's called Death Wolf with its fourth album, Come the Dark. Come the Dark is indeed a rather new album, released in the end of 2019 if I'm not mistaken, so not very fresh but still relatively new. And it's a band that is mostly, I would assume anyway, known for the Marduk member Morgan Håkansson, the main guy of Marduk. Anyway, here he's playing bass, not doing his main thing like in Marduk, and as such this is totally different project. You should not expect black metal, you should not expect basically anything that is done with Marduk, but quite different. This is actually kind of a heavy metal meet punk and then some. And not only the CD version, which we have here, as you can see, this kind of a digi sleeve version, that is, it has its own secondary sleeve with the CD and the booklet and the packaging, but also we have this cool vinyl here for a little bit of unboxing as well. This is traditional black vinyl, as you can see. I'm just gonna take it out there for your convenience, so you can see it. Pretty basic. That isn't that doesn't mean it's not nice. It's nice because it's basic. But in case you're wondering if it's a color vinyl or transparent or whatever. And then we have this lyric sheet, which then again has the bigger version of the band member as well, and also all the recording information. If you ask me, this art in particular comes into a more live with its cool skeletal head when we actually have it here in full size. So that's how it looks. Let's talk about the music now and switch to Metal Archive site. You can see the basic information. As you can see, 4 albums in roughly 9 years. That is about 2 albums per album per 2 years, that is, sorry. And as you can see, the member list is once again here listed. It's a little bit different than your typical Swedish band, considering that these guys all come from the different backgrounds. And here we have the social media page links as well as homepage links, which just happens to look like this. Now pay attention, this is listed as horror punk / heavy metal, which in a way I think is rather accurate considering it's okay. Now this is just posting to Facebook. I was meant to link to the homepage link, so this is how it looks here. Not exactly updated with the front cover of the album, but what have you, it's still third album. Well, sometimes things don't just get updated. Anyway, like I was saying, this is listed as a horror punk / heavy metal, which I think is kind of a correct, considering that this music combines the element of rather punkish straightforwardness, and the heavy metal is not high and heavy, but more like, let's get into it, let's get into a fight. Kind of a barbaric, kind of a hardcore-ish, that kind of aggression, then linked with heavy metal. Now mostly the riffs are rather kind of simple, one could even say dull, and the band is trying to kind of compensate it, bringing the bass on the front, which I think does a big part of the whole atmosphere here, because there's one guitar and there's not too much the guitar is doing, so the bass is very much having its own space, and as such kind of creating this duet in a way, you know, where the guitar is the other part and, you know, bass is the other part. Now drums are also pretty simple, so they are more in a justified way, I guess, more on the background, just, you know, delivering the thing, you know, nothing too complicated and stuff like that. Now this is place also where strong vocal parts are to dominate, and this is where it gets more tricky, because the thing is, while the vocalist is very good with the kind of a barbaric vocals, you know, shouting and commanding and all that stuff, and this is the kind of a music you could get into a bar brawl, I don't know, or in mixed martial arts fights and stuff like that. but this is not exactly doing the stuff that so many classic heavy metal vocalists are doing. So this is definitely more on the punk or hardcore side with its kind of a raspy output. Now obviously it depends totally which corner, which angle you're coming from. If you're expecting the high and mighty heavy metal, even with some power metal or hard rock twist or blink, then it's not gonna be your cup of tea. If you are then again more coming from the kind of a crusty side of music and you're expecting some kind of a dirty and muddy and kind of get your greased hands in the air kind of stuff, that might be more of your cup of tea. Now, the sad thing is, in my opinion, that none of these tracks are exactly mind-blowing. They're easy to listen, easy to just flow on the background, kind of go there and you have your pint of beer or whatever. But they are no killer track. There are no chorus parts which make me want to bang my fist or head or just anything. I don't want to even bang a girl if I'm listening to this one. Maybe this will be a soundtrack to motorcycle, stuff, or drinking beer with my friends, or pumping iron. But something is just missing, which I kind of, I don't know, makes me miss something magical is about to happen. It's like Motorhead without the killer riffs and chorus parts, but not being Motorhead. Now anyway, there's so many good sides on the album. Like I said, the bass, the overall sound, and the kind of a barbaric approach, but what you can't really compensate with any other means is the songwriting, and that's how the songs and the singing and all overall flow just goes. So this is kind of a tough cookie to crack. For earlier fans, this probably might do the trick and would be worth buying, be it on vinyl or CD. But for new fans, I don't know. I would probably start with something else. Obviously, you want to decide that for yourself, so go for the social media links or the links in the description box which guide you to the music, and then you can figure out for yourself whether or not this is your cup of tea. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you soon. More reviews coming your way. Take care.